Hello, this is Gary Oakes from onlinetutorship.com. I'm pulling together a number of video tutorials on the advanced website builder for Tailor brands. This tutorial is focused on icons. I've just uploaded one of Tailor brand's templated websites, and this is what it looks like. As I scroll down, you can see some icons here, as well as some other fancy features. As I scroll down, here we have some icons. So how do we add these icons? Well, they're added via widgets. If I go across here to the left and click widgets, I can either search for the widget by typing in icon, look at the frequently used or the popular, or under media. Here's an icon here. So I'm just going to drag this to the website and it's automatically inserted into a row. And there's the icon. If I want to change the icon, I can either click on it, or I can right hand mouse click, edit design, edit content. So this is the content. So you can actually choose your icon. So if I go to choose the icon, I can type in what I might be looking for, say shop. Here's a shop, that's the icon I'm looking for here. You can actually upload SVG files, but I'm just going to stick with icons at this time. There are a number of icons you can choose from. You can actually select by categories if you wanted to. I can select the shopping cart here. So that's how you actually select the icon. You can actually give the icon a link by clicking here. Now you can put a link to the icon. So that's adding an icon. It's in the middle of the page here. You can change the size of the icon by just dragging it here. If you want to change the location of the icon, and you may want it to the left of the page, you can just click on the icon, edit design. If you go to this little wheel up here, you can actually select left here. You can see it's now gone to the left. If I want to change the design of the icon, I can click it, or I can right hand mouse click and now select design. There are a number of parameters here. You can look at the layouts. Some different layout options here. You can change the width and the height here as well as dragging it, as I just showed you. Keep the proportion or not. I'm keeping the proportion at this stage. You can change the color. I might want this blue color. I can change the background color. I'm going to have white, or I can have a black. But I'm going to stick to no color. You can have a border, and you can change the border color. You can have a hover effect, so you can zoom out as I hover over it. You can have it grayscale, etc, etc. So you can have a bit of a play with that. You also have some more design options here. Icon color as well as you hover over it. You might want a dark color. So as I hover over the icon, it goes dark. I can also have a background color. The other thing here is this floating. You can have it to float at various places on the website. So you might want to not appear here, but other places. Let me show you how this works. If I now select this, at the moment I've got it now floating to the bottom right, and this is where it floats. So as I scroll up and down, it stays there. There might be a reason why you want the icon to appear like this. If I want it up the top right, I click this one. It's now appearing at the top right. Or I can have it at the top left, or the top right, or at the bottom. So you have an opportunity to have this icon appear at various places on your website if you select floating. And you have an option to just choose this page only or on all pages. At the moment it will be on all pages. But if it's just this page, I can select it here. You can add some animation to the icon. If I select this, if I have it set to entrance, this is where as I scroll down the page and this appears, something happens to it. I might want it to bounce in. And I can have it bounce in from the bottom. So there's some animation you can actually do to this icon. You can change the duration, delay, and the intensity. If you want to preview your animation, just press preview here. can also add some spacing around your icon. So that's how you actually add an icon to your website. If you wanted to add a number of these in a row, as appearing here, I will need to create some columns. So if I just right hand mouse click here and add a column, I now have an empty column. This is now into 2 columns. I can add another icon into this column. And we start the process again. I may now want this to be in the center of the column. So I now click right hand mouse click, edit the design, hit the wheel, and now say center. This is now in the center, and if I want it to be the same size as the other one, I can just drag, and that's now the same size. So now we have 2 icons. I'll just delete this. If you're using an existing template and you want to change some of the parameters on this, what you can do now, if you go to the icon, you can click the icon or right hand mouse click, and you can change the icon accordingly. You can also change the design. At the moment it's in this circle, but we may not want the circle. Take the circle away. And again, we can change all the parameters as before. So that's how you actually modify an existing icon on one of the templates. And that's it for this tutorial on icons.